Welcome to Legal Marketing Minutes, where I share short bursts of current marketing news and advice. I'm your host, Nancy Myrland. If we haven't met, I'm a marketing, business development, content, social, and digital media speaker, trainer, and advisor for lawyers and legal marketers. Your time is valuable, so let's get started, okay? Well, for the next couple episodes, we're going to be talking a little bit about client service and why it's so important, and I'm going to give you some real concrete tips, things that you can implement that will take your client service and your client relationships up a notch. And it's surprising how many people don't do these things, so by doing them, you can actually stand out. So let's get started on the first one today. And the first one, the theme around this is to ask people. What I want you to do is to look at your client or your potential client list, as well as former clients, people maybe you haven't done business with in a while. And I want you to schedule calls to 4 of them per quarter. And you can do that. I mean, if any of us can do that, 4 per quarter, and you can decide the time frame. I would suggest spreading them out, but if you work better batching them and doing things all at once, maybe crunching them all in a smaller time frame, you know your schedule the best. But whatever is easiest for you and finds you the best success, then you do that. And these might even be people who are influencers to your practice, referral sources, or others. And what I want you to do is to ask them about their goals. I mean, don't do it right off the bat. Like, hey, Nancy, what are your goals for this year? Obviously, you're smarter than to know to do that. But what I'm talking about is, have a conversation with them and eventually work into the conversation and ask them what their goals are, what's changing in your business and what you should know to be the most helpful to either this person or to people in that type of business. And you can use your gut reaction. I mean, your judgment is very smart. If it's somebody who is a former client and you have a very strong sense you're not going to do business together anymore, then, I wouldn't go so far as to say what I can be most helpful to you, to that person, if they think they're not going to be a client of yours again. And maybe they're wrong, maybe they will be down the road, but then you might word it as such and just say, to be more helpful to people in your kind of business. And do this. Obviously this is purely off the clock. We're not charging for this. We're doing this to crank your client service up a notch. And when you think about it, if you do 4 per quarter, you're going to have 16 really important and impactful meetings throughout the year. Listen, if you want to do more than 4, you go right ahead. What I just don't want you to do is to think, oh my gosh, she told me I had to do 10 per month or 10 per quarter, and I don't have time for that. You know what's doable for you. And if this is too easy for you, then I want you to crank it up a notch and add some numbers to that. And with each of these, you're going to become so much smarter. And then what you can do is to follow up with that person and say, this is a perfect example for following up with somebody and thanking them, obviously, for taking time to meet with you. And if you can't get face to face with them, but they're really important to you and this conversation is really critical, then do it over the phone or do it over a Skype meeting or on Zoom, or there's so many tools that you can use. Then at least meet with that person, but try for face-to-face if you can, because there's nothing like it. There is nothing like being face-to-face with somebody, to actually watch body language, let them feel your handshake, and to actually talk and to smile and to share frustrations, share happiness, share challenges, whatever might come up. So try for that first, and then go for the digital meetings after that. But the follow-up is a thank you. The follow-up is, these are the 3 things that I heard you saying. Am I right? Are these the things that I should be paying attention to? And, I've been studying this now for the last week and spending some time thinking about what you told me. And I've been doing some research on them. Are there some other sources that you would suggest I study to become even wiser about this on behalf of my clients in your type of industry? And so the conversation becomes even richer. So again, this is really, the theme for today, as I said, is ask. And it's all about cranking up your client service a notch, if not several notches, which in the long run makes you so much better and so much smarter and actually helps you with your next relationship, whether it's with that person or it's with somebody else in that type of industry. Well, that's it for today's Legal Marketing Minutes. Do me a favor and let me know your thoughts about this. If you do this already, I would love to know about it. If you'd like to do it and you need a few more suggestions, let me know that too. If you're listening on a platform where you can leave a comment, please do so, as I'd love to hear from you. If not, you can always find me on my blog at myrlandmarketing.com, which is MYRLAND marketing.com. Also, if you're connected to the legal profession, and most of you that come here are, I invite you to join my Facebook group where we discuss marketing, business development, content, social, and digital media. And you can find that Facebook group on Facebook by going up in the search bar and just searching for Social Media for Lawyers and Legal Marketers with Nancy Myrland. When you do, let me know this is how you found out about the group. Thank you so much for spending a few legal marketing minutes with me. I know your time is valuable, so I appreciate you spending a few of them here with me. Until next time, I'm Nancy Myrland. Take care.